How did that feel today, Joe?
Quite tiring for the last 10 minutes there, but yeah, it's always nice to get off with a goal. I'd have preferred one first game of the year when I first signed for Kingstonian, but couldn't be helped, and I'm just pleased to get off the mark, really.
It's a bit of a nickname. They call you Des, is that right?
Yeah, Des is my actual brother, and they decided to stick me with that as well, so I don't mind. I don't mind.
You can't sing as well as him?
No, not as good as him. Look better than him, but not as good as him, anyhow.
You enjoyed the run out today then?
Yeah, I mean, I'd have loved to have gone on another 10-15 minutes earlier, but the gaffer said, well, wait till the third goal to kill him off and then make the substitutes, which is what we did. I thought the lads played tremendously well. It was always going to be a difficult tie down here, and Bananaski was on the cards really, and we got through it, and the lads are pleased. And today's game, last week's game, hopefully we'll be back on track now.
How are you fitting in with the rest of the squad?
I fitted in as soon as I got there, really. First at home game against Hensford. The lads made me welcome, and I thought it'd be more difficult with me not training with them, but it's been great. I've settled in with the lads. They've taken to me and I've taken to them, so everything seems to be running well there.
Are you travelling a fair way to Kingsmeadow?
Yeah, I think every Saturday is virtually a away game for me now, but I'm getting used to it now, and we're training up by me as well. It's not too bad.
Where are you based at the moment, Joe?
I'm living in Telford at the moment.
Yeah, so it's a fair run then to Kingsmeadow.
But I was about 2.5 to 3 hours trip down here, but I leave off nice and early now, so I don't get caught up in the traffic. So it's not too bad.
Conference, a very open league this year. Kingstonian got great chances for promotion.
That's right. So was about another half dozen clubs. Nuneaton was one where I left, and obviously I didn't really want to leave Nuneaton, but it would have taken another club to have the desire to win the league as well. And obviously Kingstonian came in for me, and Geoff gave me the spiel about Kingstonian, the places he wants to get, and he signed with the club really, and it's nice to be back on the bandwagon with another club who's got the desire to win the league.
Thanks very much, Joe. That's Joe O'Connor there, scorer of his debut goal there for Kingstonian this afternoon in their emphatic 5-0 win against Wealdstone in the third round of the FA Trophy. It's from Kingstonian today.
Yeah, it was always going to be a tricky match to start with because of the conditions, and obviously the fact that in terms of status or whatever, the underdogs will always give it all they've got, and to be fair to Wealdstone, they did, and I think the second goal probably changed the course of how the scoreline was going to go, at least when the chap handballed it. I mean, it was an easy decision for the referee, who actually didn't see the incident to start with when the lad cleared it off the line with his hands, but unfortunately I don't like that rule because they get punished twice really. You get the penalty and the lad has to leave the field, but from then on it was pretty one-sided really, and we played keep ball for virtually the whole of the second half, and added 3 more, so somebody just reminded me that's 9 goals in 2 games, so let's hope we see a few more.
Yeah, those 2 goals in the first half certainly did lift the side.
Yeah, you got to win your battles in these matches first, and it was a fair time coming. But when it did, very clinically executed by Phil Wingfield, pleased for him. And then, of course, the penalty 5 minutes or so before half-time, and that was really curtains then for Wealdstone. And going down to 10 men, I mean, they battled on very vainly, I thought, indeed, and showed tremendous spirit, but it was just too much for them.
I spoke to Clive, who's doing analysis today on the game, and his man of the match was Phil Wingfield. I thought he had an excellent game today.
Yeah, I'm pleased for him. I thought he did well last week, and he's had a few people getting on his back, and I mean, supporters, they have freedom of speech and they have their own opinions, but sometimes a little bit of encouragement goes a long way to making a player who's having a reasonably hard time come good again, and he was battling right the way through, and delighted for Phil Wingfield today. But yeah, I thought they all did very well. Gary Patterson was walking a tightrope. I think they were looking for him a little bit, and it was almost a case of us taking him off at half-time, and I decided it was my decision to leave him on, providing he could just cool himself a little bit. I mean, he's got a tremendous will to win, but of course he was getting a little bit upset with some of the challenges, and you can't do that, you just got to walk away. But thankfully, although we got booked, we finished with 11 men, which was important, and it's a professional job.
Good run out for the subs this afternoon.
Yeah, 2 of the 3 subs on the score sheet as well, so that was an added bonus. Joe O'Connor's first one for the club, pleased for him, and I thought Robin Taylor scored an excellent goal in off the post, and you know, he's not played for 6 weeks, and you wouldn't have thought so today when he come on, but in the context of the game it was reasonably easy to come into the game at that stage.
Taylor, and it looks a good solid performance. So he's quite a good player, Taylor.
Yeah, I mean, I know him obviously because he was with me at Woking for 5 or 6 seasons, and oh yeah, he's a quality player, one that we're fortunate to get hold of, but we've missed him for 6 weeks, the same as we're missing Colin Luckett. You need all your players fit if you're going to try and win championships or trophies. But yeah, I'm delighted today. As I say, given the conditions and a little bit of an intimidating atmosphere here, we've stuck with it, and as I say, it's quite a professional job, I think. Well done.
So it's a job well done there for Kingstonian, and their emphatic 5-0 win against Wealdstone in the 3rd round FA trophy, and Kingstonian looking to battle on and perhaps win another trophy for Geoff Chapple this afternoon.
Who knows? 32 teams left. Biggest cliche in football, and it really is. This one rings true. It's the next game. Whoever we get, you know, when we had a tough run last year, and it won't be any easier this year. Plenty of good teams still left in. Luck of the draw.
OK, thanks a lot, Geoff. That's a final scoreline there this afternoon. It's Wealdstone 0, Kingstonian 5. This is Peter Langhorne for FA Videos. Right, with Phil Wingfield here now, our man of the match, and Clive Howe's man of the match on our commentary today. Great game for you today, Phil. A great result for Kays.
Thanks very much. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's good to score as well. And but the result is the most important thing.
The team have blipped a little bit lately, but they really gelled together, this Kingstonian side today. Good team spirit as well.
Oh, there's always been a good team spirit, you know, even when we were losing, you know. And yeah, last week winning against Telford, getting the early goal, and that really sparked us off, you know. And we just took it on again today, you know.
How did you feel coming back again to Kingsmeadow after, you know, going for Farnborough and playing for Kays earlier on?
I couldn't believe my luck, really, that Geoff rang me up in the summer, asked me if I wanted to come back, you know, because I live in Kingston, you know. I've always kind of supported Kingston, so, you know, it was like a bit of a dream, really, especially at my age, so it was brilliant.
Was you born in Kingston, or you just...
Yeah, I was, yeah.
So you're a Kingstonian like myself?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Born in Kingston, work in Kingston, so, yeah, I love it. Yeah, I'm really pleased.
So the trophy now is looking forward to the 4th round. Who do you fancy in the 4th round?
I don't really mind. Anyone. As long as it's not too far for the fans to travel, you know, because the fans have given us great support. So if it's not too far, we can get some more fans supporting us.
And the conference is still open?
Yeah, we've still got a great chance in the conference, even though we lost about 5 games recently. We're still only 3 points behind, so anything can happen.
Who would you think has been the hardest opponents this year in the conference?
I think Nuneaton was a pretty hard game. That was, you know, when we was doing well, that was a hard game. When we weren't doing so well, then, you know, I thought Doncaster weren't bad. They sort of took us apart a bit. But realistically, Nuneaton or Rushton probably going to have the best chance of all. So yeah, Rushton probably the favourites.
So Kingstonian are still there, and you're going to keep on, obviously, trying to get them goals in.
Yeah, well, personally, yeah, any goal is very welcome. But for the team, I think, you know, as long as we get on another run like we did earlier in the season, we got just as much chance as anyone with winning the league.
And most of the players getting back to fitness now. Yeah, Geoff was saying he misses Colin Luckett.
Well, I think Colin's a brilliant player. He really is. I really rate him. It's just a shame that it's taken him so long to get fit. You know, although Luke is doing a good job at the moment in his place.
And the new boys, they're fitting in well. O'Connor and...
Yeah, fine. They seem to be doing, really well so far. It was difficult, when we was on that losing run, but now, everyone's gelling and the team spirit's great. So, we can't wait for the next game.
So on that note, thanks very much, Phil. Impressive performance there by man of the match, Phil Wingfield. Kingstonian's impressive performance this afternoon. It's Wealdstone 0, Kingstonian 5. This is Peter Langhorne for Football Focus Videos.